Hey, it's David Elder, and today on the Houston edition of Texas Eats, we're traveling all across the Lone Star State looking for great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for a Houston area Filipino restaurant serving up incredible bites and wild brunch drinks.
Wow, the flavor on that one.
Plus, I take you inside an Austin area burger spot with a funny name and serious food.
It is really, it's over the top. The cheese is melted perfectly. The soft buns work. It's kind of exactly what you want a burger to be.
And we see what's for lunch at a fast casual Houston area Moroccan joint.
It's fresh, it's delicious. Come try some Moroccan cuisine. It's going to blow you away.
All that and more right now on Texas Eats. First stop on today's foodie adventure is at a popular brunch spot near the Heights.
Let's go inside, be more Pacific. Joining me now is Gio Kuchipin. He is the owner, founder, and operator out here at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, sure.
Right in front of us, you brought out all of the hits on the menu.
Yeah, just a little bit. Huh?
Just a little bit of it. What got you into cooking? What got you into owning a restaurant?
I met my business partner, Mark Pasquale, at the University of Texas. He was tired of his job. Calls me up while I was rolling egg rolls one day. He's like, hey, Gio, man, you want to open up a Filipino food truck? 3 months later, we opened 2011 South by Southwest, Austin, Texas. This is the longanisa tot, so it's topped off with some fresh, our homemade longanisa as well as banana ketchup. So,
okay, cheers to you.
Yeah,
the longanisa tots with the banana ketchup on top. There we go. The banana ketchup is out of control. The original spicy is so good. It has just enough heat to give you a little bit of a kick, but it's so much flavor, and it's very different. But once you try it, you're going to want to try it on everything. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Tots are super crunchy. I love all the toppings you have on here as well. Nice and creamy. This is a really nice, well-balanced dish, and I love how fresh it is. You got a pork dish here that's super popular.
Yeah,
right?
so this is the kare kare. So this is like in the Philippines, it'd probably be made, or in a household, be made with oxtail. We actually took that a step up. We actually initially used brisket because it had kind of the same characteristics as oxtail. The way you would eat this dish, you get a little bit of the sauce, a little bit of meat, the vegetables, and then this here's a homemade shrimp paste. It's called bagaong alamang, and you put that on top of that. It kind of acts like a flavored salt and really enhances that flavor.
How do you go in? Yeah.
I'd probably get a spoon and fork, and like
Okay.
you know, Filipinos kind of we don't really do like knives and stuff.
You show me, man.
We spoon and
Here,
fork
you do it first, and you show me what's going on.
Let's just probably just break off a little of this here real quick. Yeah.
There you go. This looks so good. Here we go. I love that. Crispy on the top, tender on the inside. You add a little bit of shrimp paste to it. It's been sitting in that sauce, so it just has so much flavor. And it has a little bit of green beans on the bottom, the bok choy on there as well. It is a really good dish and very shareable. And now this one's grabbed my attention.
Yeah. This one.
I mean, this one you could just smell when it came out.
Yeah.
When you're all making it there in the kitchen, it's just like this overpowering scent. Like you want to go into the kitchen and kind of follow it.
Yes.
What's going on with this dish?
So this is our Filipino barbecue. Usually Filipinos will make barbecue with like pork or chicken. We took it up a notch by using galbi, so a short rib cut, and using that special marinade that we have, served with some spicy vinegar and some pickled red onions, kind of.
Going in. All right, grab a piece with me.
Let's do this, man.
I want to go in. I want to get a little bit of
for sure.
pickled red onion on there. Dip it in. Cheers to you.
Yes, sir.
This looks absolutely fantastic. That's the bite. Give us some love, man.
Yeah,
Woo!
that's the one, man.
Wow! The flavor on that one. If you want to blow your mind, you have to get the Filipino barbecue. It is so good. Charred on the outside, super tender on the inside. Soy sauce, brown sugar used on there, a little bit of citrus. It just breaks all that down and becomes insanely tender. Falls right off the bone. Now it comes forward to an order, but I highly recommend getting more orders because you're going to want to eat a lot of it. You know, you have cocktails over here because you got to wash it down with something. And you have a whole full bar right here. And you're doing this great. You got a whole tower drink right here. Talk to me about that.
Man, so yeah, on brunch, we actually serve those on Saturday, Sunday, or even any day of the week, really. But,
so it's 2 bottles of
2 bottles of champagne.
2 bottles of champagne, and then you're like mixing in a little bit of orange juice, a little bit of mango into this thing.
Yeah.
It's like a super mimosa, and then you got the nozzle on the bottom. You're gonna feel like you're drinking something healthy, like Gatorade or something,
yeah, you
right?
definitely
Or like
want to
tea.
bring like 4 to 5 friends to share that one with, which are a lot of our food is like that, kind of meant to share.
Yeah.
Filipinos are all about family, so.
Thank you so much, man. Everything out here, you guys, is phenomenal. You also have to get dessert. We have the hala hala right here, a traditional Filipino dessert. And you want to mix all those items that are up in here. I mean, how many items? There's a lot of stuff going on,
Yeah,
right?
there's about like 6 or 7 components to that, and you top it off there with that evaporated milk.
I want to definitely take a bite of that one. I'm going to pour you up over here. Be More Pacific started in Austin, here in Houston. You guys got to come check them out. It's a modern approach to traditional Filipino cuisine.
Exactly. And as far as like our main goal, our goal is to introduce basic Filipino flavors to the masses. So.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having us.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, we're driving north for a popular burger joint in the live music capital of the world.
Now we're here in Austin, Texas to go inside of a burger spot that's fairly new, but they're making a lot of noise. Let's go inside JewBoy Burgers. Joining me now is Mo Piddle. He is the owner out here at JewBoy Burgers. Thank you so much for having us out here.
My pleasure, man.
And in front of us, it's a little bit of everything off your menu.
Yeah.
But first, I got to know, where did the name come from?
All right, so there's a couple ways to look at it. I am from El Paso, Texas. I grew up in a traditional Reformed Jewish household, but I grew up with, primarily Hispanic friends. Back in the 80s, we used to throw around the term homeboy a lot, I'm just a wannabe cholo, so my take, always have been, so my take on the term homeboy is JewBoy, And
Yeah. Now, this is a double JewBoy Burger.
So we start on a very, very hot flat top. We take grilled onions and they go down first. We take fresh ground beef. It's a 1/3 pound of freshly ground beef. And then it's a smash burger. So once it's been smashed, those onions grill up. We flip it one time only. Put 2 slices of cheese on it and then steam it. And then at that point, once that meat is nice and steamed down and the cheese is melty, then it sits on the potato roll. If you keep that bun nice and soft, it's gonna take all that moisture and keep it in as well. So again, the goal here is to keep these things from being dry.
Here we go. Here's the bite. Good elbow. It is really, it's over the top. The cheese is melted perfectly. The soft buns work. It's kind of exactly what you want a burger to be. JewBoy Burgers opened up in September of 2020, so they're a fairly new restaurant here in Austin, but they're one of the most popular spots to get a burger in the city. Talk to me about what's going on in this burger.
So you got pastrami, you got bacon, you got Swiss cheese on this burger. Goyim is Yiddish for a non-Jewish person, hence the bacon on there. Pickles and mustard because you want some acidity in there.
As the bite. You get those deli vibes coming off the pastrami. The bacon has a great crunch to it. This is great. If you're looking for something wild, this is more on like the sandwich. It's a burger, but it's going towards the sandwich realm as well. I love this. This is fun. That is great.
In the beginning, it was a debate between JewBoy Burgers and JewBoy Burritos.
Really?
Dude,
Okay.
I can eat anything on a tortilla. I make peanut butter and jelly on a tortilla. So this particular one's carne asada. It's marinated ribeye. We let it cook down. You got the onions poblanos. We're making a house guac now, sour cream, and I like white cheddar in there.
Check that out. I'm going for it. We're doing it. That's the bite. Burgers is in the name of the restaurant, but you've got to try the burritos when you come out here. The carne asada burrito is super tender meat on the inside, crispy tortillas on the outside, a little bit of guacamole, onions on there as well, a little bit of cheese, but you dunk it in that house-made green salsa, it's game over. It's so good. I know you call this JewBoy Burgers, but if you ever open up JewBoy Burritos, I'm down, brother. This is good.
I have the logo. This is a traditional coney, so it's going to be chili, cheese, mustard, and red onion. Now this is what I call the mutt. When I was a kid, Go up to 7-Eleven, buy comic books, right? You could get a hot dog for 50 cents, but you have to pay extra for the chili and the cheese. What we would do is wait for the guy to turn his head and get distracted. You do a pump of the chili and a pump of the nacho cheese, and then run out of there. I tuck the comic books under my hat, you know, I have to ride my bike with the one hot dog.
I could just see it happening. I could probably put down like 3 or 4 of these. That's good. You guys got to come out here from the Austin area. You're looking for a place to grab a burger, a burrito, a hot dog, some latkes, whatever you want to get your hands on, some beers, some sodas. This is the spot to come to. Gorgeous outdoor seating as well, indoor. I mean, you guys, it is chilly in here. It is nice. Come in here during the summer to cool down. Mo keeps it cold. I'm going to eat this latke now. Look at that. Loaded. I'll dip it.
It's Austin, you have to dip. We dip everything here.
That is so good.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, and we see what's for lunch at a fast casual Houston area Moroccan joint.
It's fresh, it's delicious. Come try some Moroccan cuisine. It's going to blow you away.
And next on the show,
we saute our vegetables. We make sure that all of our meats are made in-house. Everything except for the pepperoni and the ham. But besides that, we make everything in-house. Dough is made fresh every day. Ooh. We make our own marinara fresh. All the items that you're getting right here were literally made this morning and put to plate.
All right, I'm gonna go on it. You can go in for one too here.
Man, let's go.
Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here on the east side of San Antonio to go inside of a local favorite serving up pizza, calzones, meatball subs, and wild desserts. Let's go inside Tank's Pizza. Joining me now is the owner out here, Michael Brown. Thank you so much for having us at the restaurant.
Man, you're welcome.
This is a spread. You know, you got pizza, calzones, desserts galore, appetizers, chicken wings. But what got you started in pizza?
Man, I worked for a pizza restaurant for about 7 years. Found the passion in it, knew I could get it done, and decided that it was the right time. So with family and friends encouraging me and coming in to taste food, make sure that it was going to be right. I started it, man, and here we go 10 years later.
I want to start right here with this monster, though, the calzone.
Yes.
This is not your average calzone.
Not at all.
Talk to me about what's going on with this.
So when you come to Tank's, everything that you get is going to be unique.
Yeah.
So, man, we just do it right. We saute our vegetables. We make sure that all of our meats are made in-house. Everything except for the pepperoni and the ham. But besides that, we make everything in-house. Dough is made fresh every day. Ooh. We make our own marinara fresh. All the items that you're getting right here were literally made this morning and put to plate.
All right, I'm gonna go on it. You can go in for one too here.
Man, let's go.
I'm gonna go for the dunk.
Oh man, I gotta go for the pour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheers.
You gotta go for
the calzone. Look at this thing. That's a beast. Here we go. Oh wow. Give us a Woo! Over the top. I mean, I'm gonna open this bad boy up. Look at all that. Stacked. And you know what I love? The dough is still, it has a nice crisp texture to it. And even though it's loaded up, I mean, you guys really know what you're doing out here. This is a great bite. The meatball sub, you can't find them everywhere, but over here, check it out. They got it loaded up, taking the bite. Oh, baby, just so much flavor. The meatball is super tender. The cheese is nice and melty. The marinara sauce just has the right amount of saltiness and savoriness that you want. That's a good sandwich. Talk to me about this pizza right here.
So, this is our Super Supreme. If you're talking about everything on a pizza, we literally put soul, heart, tears, recipes, religion, a little bit of everything went into this pizza. And this is the product. This is the end result.
I want to give it a bite here. It looks like everything in the kitchen sink is thrown on this bad boy.
Let's do it.
All right, cheers to you. Here we go, the Super Supreme.
Let's do it.
The the cheese on there, all the toppings. It's such a good blend. It's the right portions on there as well. It's a lot of it, but not too much. And I love that about the bite. You're getting everything on there. This is just good stuff, man.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, man.
You got TVs in here to watch sports games as well, and you gotta have chicken wings when you're watching sports.
Yes, indeed.
Different flavors out here. Which ones are these?
All right, so we have our Cajun, honey, lemon pepper. We have our garlic palm, and we have our buffalo lemon pepper. So we just call it spicy buff.
Which one are you gonna go for?
Man, I'm coming right in here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm coming right in here.
I saw this one too
right
earlier.
now.
Cheers.
Yes.
I gotta try it.
Let's
All right,
do
it's
it.
a blend of flavors. Oh.
Come on.
That is just delicious.
Come on. I don't know about you, but I'm going back in.
I'm going back. I'm gonna go back in.
I'm going back in.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
The sweetness on the outside, the texture you got, the little crust that you form.
Oh, yeah.
It is a great crunch, super tender on the inside. This is probably one of the top wings I've had in the city.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is delicious.
That's what all my baseball days. You see me, I was gonna wind up.
You were about to wind up.
I was about to wind up. I forgot I had the wing in my hand. I was about to wind up.
Oh,
Yeah.
You see it going off that way.
No doubt about it.
This is
Oh, my
phenomenal
goodness.
stuff. Y'all know how to cook wings. Gotta save room
Got to.
for the dessert.
All right, so these are the Zeppos. This is my version of a beignet. I created it in the back of the kitchen, ran it past the guys in the kitchen, and they loved it, so we put it out on the menu. It's been a staple ever since.
Man, I'm gonna cheers you on this one, you guys. Tank's Pizza
Gotcha,
out
man.
here. It's absolutely delicious stuff. And when you're eating it, you can't forget to wash it all down. You got your house juice over here.
Yes,
you can add a little
indeed.
bit of alcohol if you want in there for the adults. The kids can
Yeah.
drink it too.
Yes,
but this
indeed.
is where it's at.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we came here.
Man, I'm glad you came, man.
You guys are like
The city needs to know about this.
Yeah.
This is very
We're
good
gonna
food.
tell everybody we know.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate it.
Texas Eats, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in Bel Air near the Galleria in Houston to go inside of a restaurant that's serving up traditional Moroccan cuisine in a fast casual atmosphere. Let's go inside ZOA Morrocan Kitchen. Now we're here with Youssef Nafa. He is the chef and owner at the restaurant. Thank you so much for having us.
It's a pleasure having you.
And it is gorgeous in here. I love the design, the tiles, the color, and the food. You can smell it on this side of the glass, let me tell you. Talk to me about the items. What's the inspiration behind them?
Well, the idea was to bring authentic Moroccan cuisine, Mediterranean, of course, to Houston, and to serve it in a casual atmosphere.
And I tell you what, I mean, you can just smell it when you're over here. It is incredible.
Wow.
And joining us behind the line today is Frankie. He's going to be helping us out today because we're going to be trying proteins, side items. There's baked goods, smoothies, coffees. But the first protein I have to try, the lamb.
The lamb. It is marinated for 24 hours at least, and it's roasted. And for you to judge, let's try it.
Cheers to you. Oh, wow. It's super tender, falls apart, and there's a ton of flavor.
Absolutely.
Now I would really like to try the beef tagine.
Yes, and the beef is actually cooked very slowly, and it has a little cinnamon and a little sweetness to it. So try it. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Give me some foot on that one. Give me some foot. Bam! Woo! So many familiar proteins on the menu, cooked up with Moroccan spices, that Mediterranean flair. You have the kefta meatballs, the beef tagine, that lamb, and you can also get it vegan or vegetarian with the potatoes on there, lots of seasoning, and they taste like souped up French fries. Are incredible, but all of the proteins are rocking, and when you put them on your bowl, you know you're doing something good. I love it. It's like you don't even have to buy a plane ticket. You can travel to Morocco right here in Houston. Have some toppings as well. Tons of different options on there.
Yes.
Which one do I need to try?
David, I want you to try the roasted eggplant.
Ooh, okay.
Roasted garlic, cilantro, little chili, some lemon.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, There's so many toppings, proteins, and sauces. You can have almost 9 million different combinations when you mix it all together. But man, those bowls are loaded up. You can also get the sandwiches out here, all the bread made fresh. You have the baked goods, brunch items. You can't go wrong. You could find something here that you're gonna love. Well, thank you so much for giving us a tour of the line, different proteins, all the different toppings, but there's so many different options to choose from. Plus, you have some pre-made bowls that we're gonna go check out, plus smoothies, baked goods, sandwiches. You got it all, right?
Wonderful. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Bowls. You have sandwiches. You even have this item right here. It's kind of like a calzone, but like a Moroccan calzone, right?
Yeah, it's called a medfuna, which is more like a pizza pie.
And now these bowls, these are items that you would pre-make for people. Of course, you can pick whatever you want when you get out. That's the magic of it. That's the beauty of everything you get out here. Plus crepes.
It's a Moroccan crepe, and it's yeast made out, of course, flour and yeast. And it has bananas, strawberries, a little Nutella, and caramel, and whipped cream. Whoever has a sweet tooth.
It's made fresh in-house. It's your own recipe. What about the bread? You're making that here too?
Everything is made in-house. The bread, actually, yes, it is my mom's recipe, and it's one of those traditional Moroccan breads.
All the ingredients are fresh, made here in-house, including the bread, baked fresh right out of the oven. That's why I'm holding it with some napkins. It's very hot. Extra virgin olive oil. Oh my gosh, you can see the steam coming off that. This is incredible. I mean, this is what it's all about here. Fresh, fresh, fresh. So this one's kind of a build-it-your-own sandwich. You got a little bit of everything kind of going on the inside.
Yeah, give it a bite.
All right, here we go. Oh my goodness, give me some love. Give me some elbow. Beak. That is so good. This food is absolutely incredible. You come out to ZOA, there's 2 locations in Houston. This one's here in Bel Air. Incredible stuff. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
And also the baked goods, the coffees, the smoothies. Grab that smoothie for me. Cheers to you, Chef.
Cheers. Thank
It's
you.
fresh, it's delicious. Come try some Moroccan cuisine. It's going to blow you away.
Wonderful. Pleasure.
Texas Eats, we'll be right back.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information and a map on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, clicktohouston.com/Texas Eats. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Sunday at 10:30 in the morning right here on KPRC 2, because this is how Texas Eats.